You've done a lot of voice work.
Yes.
When did you discover that you could do these voices?
Oh my goodness. That I discovered as a child. That was my great joy as a child, was entertaining my family and imitating people. And so I was really, really thrilled. What some people do or don't know about me is that when I was about 24 or 5, I want to say, I was cast in a show called The New Show that Lorne Michaels directed. He stepped away from Saturday Night Live for a year, and he created a primetime sketch comedy show, during which I got to work with the most incredible people, from Kevin Kline to Raul Julia and Gilda and Catherine O'Hara and Dave. I mean, the most incredible people. Everybody, all his friends.
Name dropper.
And it was wild. I was young, and I was just pinching myself, like, how did I get here? Anyway, I stepped away. I mean, when that ended, I came out here. That's when I first came out here in a serious way, and I stayed for a year. And during that time, Rankin Bass, the animation company that gave us all the Animagic Christmas specials of our childhood, if you grew up when we did, reached out to Lorne to ask if he had any suggestions for an actress to fulfill this new role in a superhero cartoon, and he recommended me. He gave them my audition tape. So they called me in LA and said, we'd like you to audition for this, but we can't fly you in. But New York was my home, so I know. Yeah, it's crazy. So I went back and I auditioned and I got the job, and I worked for Rankin Bass for we did 65 episodes of Silverhawks, and I did another show for them called Comic Strip. It was, I don't know, it was the happiest time. I absolutely loved going to work, playing multiple characters. And then when we went on to do Comic Strip, I was given so much free reign. I played so many different characters. I loved everything about it. When I came out here, I assumed that I would work in animation. I thought that's how I would make my living. And especially because I had all these credits and I had all, but I came out here and it was...
And you were recommended by Lorne
I was
Michaels.
recommended, well, to Rankin Bass I was. But anyway, I came out here and discovered that it was a very, very tight industry, and it was much more difficult to break in to it in LA. And so I let it go a little bit for a while, and that's when Friends happened and all the rest. But I have been doing quite a bit of work in animation, and nothing makes me happier. So, I have a recurring role on Archer, for people who watched Archer, as Trinette, the neighborhood friendly sex worker. And I've done so many cartoons I can't even tell you what they are. But I just did a really, really fun episode of Bob's Burgers. I'm so excited. It'll come out soon, and I'm in Dogman, which is was like #1 in the box office for a couple weeks there. I don't know how it's doing now. I hope it's doing great. Directed and written by my friend Peter Hastings. So that was tons of fun, and yeah, I love that work. What role would I like to do? That's what I would like to be doing.